Good day, students and viewers. You are welcome to the studios of Maths X. Once again, we are live. It's our live mathematics session for the WASE, the ongoing WASE examinations. Like we told you previously, that the mathematics component of this exam is coming up on the 3rd of the coming month, and this is 30th of May. So first of all, we want to welcome all of you, our dear students. Thank you for joining us live on this class. We trust that this class will be of immense benefit to you, because like I stated earlier in our advert, that the tactics they are using here, the pattern that we're going to expose you to in this 2022, could be the one you'll be up against come the 3rd of next month. Like we told you earlier, we wish you all the best, and we trust that what we're going to do today will be of immense benefit to you. I'll be as slow as I can. I'll take time to explain every detail for your viewing benefit. So, coming with us, you can invite your friends. We are live. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel. And then, of course, share word about our channel, because we are here for you. Thank you for your time. Without much ado, let us begin. As you can see, I'm with my calculator. Yes, the body makes provision for their own calculators to their students writing the exam. So you should have yours for your exam. You should have also your four-figure table, but I will make do with the calculator in some aspects of that. So I'm good and I'm ready. And I have in my hands right now a sheet of paper for the 2022 theory paper. I photocopied it. So I'll be going through all the mathematics questions in this particular theory paper. Happy viewing. Before we start, there is a small prelude I want us to go through. It is good, my dear students and viewers, I expose you to what is the structure of a typical mathematics component exam in WASE. So here we go. The mathematics exam has two parts, paper one and paper two. So first of all, let's start with the paper one. The paper one, mathematics, is what is called the objective paper. Objective paper. Paper one has 50 questions. So it has 50 questions. With it has 50 questions. Let me make it better. Paper one, a student is supposed to answer 50 questions. 50 questions at a time of 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours amounts to 90 minutes. So you have to handle 50 questions in 1.5 hours, my dear students and viewers. Of course, total marks allotted is 100 marks, my dear students and viewers. So this is your paper one in mathematics. It's called the objective paper. It has 50 questions, and you have to take out these 50 questions in 90 minutes, which is 1.5 hours. All right. So let's do a small ratio. So 50 questions, my dear students and viewers, to be completed in 90 minutes. It means that one question should be answered in 90 divided by 50 minutes? So the zeros cancel. This is 50, please. And this will amount to one whole number, 4/5 minutes. And 4/5 minutes, my dear students and viewers. So 4/5 minutes, my dear students and viewers, is the equivalent of 4/5 times 60. So we have 12. So we have 48 seconds. So meaning that one question, my dear students and viewers, every question on your paper one, do not spend more than 1 minute 48 seconds. That is less than 2 minutes. So for every objective question, my dear students and viewers, that you are solving, students and viewers, please from time to students and viewers, please from time to time, I will check our connection. We're having some challenges in our studio. A minute, please. Thank you for your time. All right. So, my dear students and viewers, this is for the paper one, mathematics. I told you that there are two papers in the mathematics component. So there is paper one and paper two. Paper two is the theory paper. So let's go to, this is for paper one. So let's go to paper two. For our paper two, paper two is called the theory paper. And it comes in two sections. I told you that this is, the OBJ is 100 marks. So if it's 100 marks, it means that every question is 2 marks. I didn't add that, but I should have. So every question, so one question is, let's put it here. One question is 1 minute 48 seconds. One question again is 2 marks. So for every question that you answer, my dear students and viewers, to be able to score the 100, that's 2 times 50, that's 100 marks. So every one question is, you should treat every one question in 1 minute 48 seconds. That's less than 2 minutes. And of course, every one question is what? 2 marks in the paper two. All right, in the paper one, I mean to say. Now, for the paper two is the theory paper. In the theory paper, it has two sections, section 1 and 2. But before I go in there, the theory paper has an allotted time of 2.5 hours. Of 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours translates to 150 minutes. So 2.5 hours, that's 150 minutes. Now, the theory paper has two sections. I said that earlier, and that is the section 1 and section 2. They call it section A and section B. So for the section A, the instruction in this, so the instruction, let's put that down. The instruction is answer all questions. Answer all questions in this section. That's the instruction. Answer all questions in this section. Before I continue, I would love to check our connection, please. Do bear with us. We do have challenges. Thank you very much. So, the instruction is answer all questions in this section. And this section carries 5 questions. So you are to handle or treat all 5 questions in this section. And of course, it's not as if it's going to be just 5 questions. Some questions will carry A, B, maybe even C. So to put you through some rigmarole, as in put you through some stress there. So for the paper 2, it's called a theory paper. The time allotted is 2.5 hours, which is 150 minutes. I'll come back to this 150 minutes later. And in this section, it has 5 questions, and you are to answer all questions in this section, my dear students and viewers. I will take this down. I hope you've put this down because it's good. You are familiar with expectations in some of these exams before you even go into it. So you should know how the exam is structured. All right. Excuse me? So this is for section A. There is another section. That is the section B. The section B has 8 questions, and you are to answer 5. So section B, let's come up here. That's section B. Section A and section B. It has 8 questions. Also, 8 questions. And you are to answer, pardon me, you are to answer 5 of them. 5 of them. Now, if you are to answer 5 questions, so here was compulsory, answer all 5 questions. Here you have 5 questions. Let's put it here. I think here is small. Answer 5 questions from 8 questions. So you have to answer 5 questions from 8 questions. It's basically a repeat of what I wrote here. Let me take this out because it was too low. So you have to answer 5 questions from the 8. So if you check this, this means 5 questions plus 5 questions. So altogether, in a typical theory paper, you are to answer 10 questions in all. So you are to answer 10 questions in 2.5 hours, which is awarded here. I missed that, but it's there also. So you have marks awarded is 100 marks. Let's squeeze that in here. Paper 2, you have 100 marks. Let's take that. 2, you have 100 marks also. Let's take the maths off. So 100 marks allotted for your paper 2. All right. So you are to answer 10 questions in 150 minutes. So if 10 questions in 150 minutes, question, my dear students and viewers, should be treated in 15 minutes. So, my dear students and viewers, when you are solving your paper 2, for every question you answer, whatever the number, make sure you do not spend more than you are wrong, you will not finish. So maybe who knows, out of 10 questions, you end up going for 8. And of course, you know the 8, you might not score all. So it's good you go through all your questions maximally. It's very important that you treat it that way. So ensure that you go through all your questions maximally. It's very important that that happens. Before I go on, my dear students and viewers, I need to check our connection. Thank you very much. So, having put you through all this, don't worry, the maths is coming. This is just an idea to have an overview of how a typical mathematics component exam is structured. So it's good you know paper 1 and paper 2. Total time allotted for the paper 1 is 150 minutes. 90 minutes, which is an hour and a half. Then total time allotted for the paper 2, which is a theory paper, is 150 minutes, which is 2.5 hours. So that you know that every question should be 15 minutes. Of course, there is something I want to say also. For the section 1, the marks allotted for the section 2 is 60 marks. So section B, the section A, section B is 60 marks. And also the section A is what? 40 marks. So this is it. But for me, I tell my students that when you are solving, like come Tuesday, I tell my students go for section B first. Solve the 5 questions in section B first. Why? Because this one carries more marks. Just in case you don't finish. It's a precaution I give to my students. Having said this, the next thing I want to put you through, my dear students and viewers, are certain topics that WASSCE are fond of using. Now, lately, patterns are changing. They are changing patterns. They are changing examination setting patterns in WASSCE. Like this year, we are aware that they are customized papers. By customized papers, it means that the paper I'm taking in the OBJ and the one you are writing in the OBJ, or another person is writing in the OBJ, are not the same. So, and those are ways of curbing exam malpractice, which is very prevalent in our nation with the way things are going. So it is just the body's way of curbing exam malpractice. And with changing patterns, there are some topics that are still there. I'm going to have to outline them before we go into this. And if you will observe that this paper I'm holding, some of these topics will repeat themselves. So first of all, possible examination topics. Exam topics, possible topics that will be used. Number 1, there's a topic called word problem. I am almost certain there will be a word problem. There will be a word problem exercise in your exams. So please do check this topic. It's definitely going to be there. Normally it will carry 6 marks, 6 or 4 marks. Number 2, there will be a sequence. It's called sequence. A sequence question. It is in this topic you find your AP and your GP. I'm very, very sure this is going to come in. Number 3, you will have statistics. Statistics. This usually carries 12 marks. It will be mixed with probability. So I'll put in the probability also. Probability. Probability is there. Number 5. Number 5, we have your cyclic quadrilaterals. Your cyclic quadrilaterals. This topic is sure to enter. As in, these 5 topics, I am very, very sure. A time was when they used to bring in construction. Please watch out for this. Lately, they are shifting stances. There are years that you don't see construction anymore. The time was when they used to bring in graphs. And there are 2 types of graphs. There is the quadratic graphs, there is the quadratic graphs, and there is the trigonometrical graphs. So there are 2 types of graphs. So do watch out for them. Occasionally, they do bring in topics like sets to play with you. But for the ones I'm going to tick, I am very, very sure that these 5 will definitely be there. There will be other topics used. Like I said, it might not this, but these ones I'm very, very sure of them that there will be topics in word problem. There will be the topics. Oh, I forgot one. Let's put this one in. I'll put it as number 9. It's called arithmetic of finance. It will not fail. These ones will not fail. So this one is there too. Please watch out for these topics, my dear students and viewers. Before I go on to the mathematics aspects, as in the solutions, I would love to check our connection. If you have not subscribed to our video, please do so, because when you do, you give us a lot of value. Thank you for subscribing. Let's check our connection. So these are potential topics, possible topics that you will see in your forthcoming exam. I urge you, my dear students and viewers, do look up these topics. It will do you a lot of good. All right, let us begin. So in my hands, like I said earlier, is the 2022 theory paper, which is the paper 2. All right, let us go in question by question. I will endeavor to read. The first question goes thus. Number 1A, that given that 7 minus 2x in bracket, open and close, comma, 9, comma, bracket opens, 5x plus 17, bracket closes, are consecutive terms of a geometric progression. That is sequence. Geometric progression. GP with common ratio greater than 0. Find the value of x. Let's put this down. So number 1A, the expressions are 7 minus 2x, in case you didn't get me well, 9, and 5x plus 17. All right, that these are consecutive terms of a GP, and it has its common ratio greater than 0. Now, if it does, they are asking you, what is x? Find this x. What is the x? It's very simple. If you are properly acquainted with your geometric progression, you should know that this is your first term, second term, and third term. And for your R, the common ratio of your geometric progression is gotten by T2 over T1, as it is T3 over T2. This is equal to what? R. But they quickly told you that the R is greater than 0, meaning it is a positive number. All right, so here we go. To get this, This is my T1, T2, and T3. So going by this, it means that 9 over 7 minus is equal to 5x plus 17 over 9. Looking at this, to get my x, I will cross multiply. So I'm going to have 81 from, as in cross multiply this way and this way. So this way and this way. That's what I'm going to do. So 9 times 9 is 81. So I'm going to have 7 minus 2x, 5x plus 17. I might have to clean this side at some point. I can't help it, but I hope you've taken note of these topics. Please look at number 9. This is a sure one. It's amongst the ones I've ticked if you check. All right, open the bracket. I have that 81 equals 7 bracket 5x plus 17 minus 2x bracket the same, 5x plus 17. Close it. Permit me to write under here. So I have 81 equals 35x. For 17 times, I have my calculator here. So that will be 17 times 7. 119. So plus 119 minus 2 times minus 2x times 5x, that is 10x squared. Of course, minus 2x times plus 17, that is minus 34x. Okay, I will take some space on this part of the board. So my dear students and viewers, please do note what is here. So from here, I've seen like terms. This is 35x and minus 34x. Those are like terms. So I have here 81 equals minus 10x squared. I'm going to rearrange them. Plus 35x minus 34x plus 119. Yes. So we have here that 81 is equal to minus 10x squared plus x plus 119. For me, I'm going to take this part of the equation to this side, as in take them across the equals to sign. When I do so, the sign, their respective signs will change. So I have here that 10x squared minus x, it was minus 10x squared. When it goes over the equals to sign, it becomes plus 10x squared. It was plus x. When it goes over, it becomes minus. Then, of course, minus 119 plus 81 is equal to 0. Looking at that expression clearly, we have a quadratic equation. So having this, we have 10x squared minus x. So my minus 119 minus 81, that is 38. So we have a minus 38. A minus 38. So having that, this is equal to 0. So I have here that using this, I'll quickly go for formula method. What does formula method say? Formula method says that my x will be minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I don't have time to waste. And what is my a? My a is 10, my b is minus 1, my c is minus 38. So doing that, I have here that my x will be minus b is minus minus 1 because there's a minus here, then b is minus 1. So minus minus 1. Please, before I continue, my dear students and viewers, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Like I said, when you do that, you give us a lot of value. But before I continue, I will check our connection. Thank you very much. So we have a plus minus square root. Thank you very much for your time. So my b is minus 1. So I have a minus 1 all square minus 4. My a, 4a, my a is 10. So I have a 10 here. And my c is minus 38 all over 2. 2a, my a is 10 again. So I have a 10. So, my dear students and viewers, you are on the studios of Maths X. We are live. We are live from the studios of Maths X. We urge you to subscribe to our channel because when you do, you give us a lot of value. Yes. Let's look at the second question today. That is number 1B. For number 1B, we have it here that two consecutive numbers are in the ratio 3:4. The sum of thrice the first number and twice the second number is 68. Find the smaller number. Now, this let the two consecutive numbers be x and y. And you are told that their ratio is 3:4. I trust you know that fractions and fractions are ratios. So if the numbers are x and y, it means that 3:4 implies x is to y, meaning that 3/4 is the equivalent of x over y. Looking at this ratio, you should also know that 3:4 means that 3 is the smaller one. So x is to y clearly means that the smaller number is what? X. And that's what they asked us to find, that we should find the smaller number. Before I continue, my dear students and viewers, I would love to check our connection. Again, thank you. If not do your assignment, can't do your assignment. All right. So, and you can call this your equation 1. This is typically a word problem. I know those are one of the topics I mentioned for you. So now, the sentence is saying here that the sum of thrice the first number and twice the second number is 68. So thrice the first number is 3x plus twice the second number is 3y is 68, equation 2. All right. Having done this, we're going to solve simultaneously. So from equation 1, since we are asked to get the smaller number is x, right? I'm going to make y the subject. So to do that, I will cross multiply here. So that will mean that y equals 4 4x over 3. You can call this your equation 3. So substitute equation 3 into equation 2. I will take down this part of the board. So substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So everywhere you see your y, you substitute y with 4x over 3. So that would mean 3x plus 2 bracket 4x over 3, that is here, 3x plus 2, y is 4x over 3 is equal to 68. Open, I have 3x plus 8x over 3 is 68. All right. My common LCM being 3, let's do it like that. Since they are both x, they are like terms. 3, so I have 8x plus 9x is equal to 68. And we have 14x over 3 is 68. So that x will be 6x times 3. I have my calculator. It's here. So I have 68 for our number 2. So, my dear students and viewers, we are on to number 2. The number 2 question is a topic change of subject. Now, it's not really the most frequent of all the topics, but it does, and this particular year being 2022, it was being used. All right, so let's go in. So for number 2, it says given that y is PR P square R bracket minus 3 over 2. The A part is saying make R the subject. The B part of this question is also telling us that find the value of R when Y is minus 8, M is 1, and P by power minus 2 over 3. What this means is that y to power minus 2 over 3 will be equal to PR over M minus P square R close to power minus 2 over 3 times minus 2 over 3. So minus 3 over 2 times minus 2 over 3. This way the minuses cancel. The 2 cancels the 2, the 3 cancels the 3. So I end up having y to power minus 2 over 3 equals PR over M minus P square R. This way, no more brackets. And we want to make R. To do that again, let us make M our LCM. So that this will be PR minus P square R M. Because there's a 1 here, So that 1 into m is m times this, times p square r is p square rm. So we have pr. This is still equal to y to power minus 2/3. Having gotten this, because we want r as subject, we will factorize out the r so that we have y equals minus 2/3 will be r bracket p minus p square m close all over m. I will take this part of the board. Before I continue, my dear students and viewers, let's check our connection. We are having lots of challenges here. All right. Since we need R to be subject, we will cross multiply. We will cross multiply the m and then cross multiply also the p minus p square m. So that will be that our R will be my to power minus 2/3 over p minus p square m. P minus p square m. This is your R as subject. So let's check our connection, please.
Don't beat me.
What is the kitchen? What is we'll have to start again. Still on the number 3 question, my dear students and viewers. A chord subtends an angle of 72 degrees at the center of a circle, 24.5 meters. Calculate the perimeter. I'll take it again. A chord subtends an angle of 72 degrees at the center of a circle of radius 24.5 meters. Calculate the perimeter of the minor segment. I'm going to start by drawing a circle for us where we will express some of these things. So for our circle, we have here, it has a center O, it has a chord, it has a radius. The center is it subtends an angle of 72 degrees. It has a radius of 24.5 meters. Also 24.5 meters. All right. So what is the minor segment? The minor segment is here. Please let me check that connection again. Thank you very much. This is the minor segment. So perimeter of the chord of the minor segment will be length of chord plus the arc length. So let's do this, that perimeter of the minor segment equals So perimeter of minor segment is equal to length of chord plus the arc length. Angle theta. The arc length, that is theta over 360 times r times 2 pi r. Those are the formulas that I've given to you. So from the question, our radius is 24.5. Our theta, the angle here, is 72. So this is half angle theta. So this means that 2 bracket radius of 24.5 sine 36 degrees, because half of 72 is 36, plus 72 over 360 times 2 times 22 over 7 times radius of 24.5. This is it. You can put in a bracket for demarcation if you care, no problem. So here I have 24.5 times 2, that's 49. So I have here 49 sine 36 plus, let's work up this end, 72 times 2 times 22 times 24.5 divided by, first of all, 360, divided again by 7. So we have here 30.8. So my 49 sine 36 is 28.8 plus 30.8. So plus 30.8. So my final answer is 59.6 meters. So that is the value of the perimeter of the minor segment. Let me keep the calculator down for convenience. Before I go on, I will still check our connection. Thank you. For question for today, it says here in the diagram, BCDE is a circle with center A. The angle BCD is 2x plus 40 degrees. The angle BAD is 5x minus 35 degrees. The angle BED is 2y plus 10 degrees. And the angle ADC is 40 degrees. Find A, the values of x and y. B, the angle ABC. Without much ado, I will have to take this down so that we can put forth that diagram so that you at the other end, you will relate properly with what you are seeing. All right, the diagram I'm seeing here in my sheet is there's a large circle. I will solve from this side, but let's put the diagram down here. So we have the center. So we have here B, A, D, C, and E. All right. So the angle here is 2y plus 10 degrees, 5x minus 35 degrees, 2x plus 40 degrees, and we have 40 here. All right, that's what we have. So that's our diagram for number 4. Like I told you, it's our last question for today. All right, let's check our connection again. First of all, there is a theorem that says that angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So first of all, we have it that 5x minus 35 degrees is equal to 2 bracket 2y plus 10 degrees. Reason: angle at center is twice angle at circumference. No, I think I'm pushing it too hard. At the circumference is twice the angle, please let's do it here, at the circumference. You know, this is your cyclic quadrilaterals or circle geometry. These are one of the topics I mentioned earlier that it will come in. So this particular year, they used it. Let's close it. So this means that 5x minus 35 is equal to 10y plus 20. So that 5x minus 10y is 20 plus 35, meaning 55. So that 5x minus 10y is equal to 55 degrees. Please call this equation 1. Also, I want you to know that opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So that 2x plus 40 degrees plus 2y plus 10 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Reason: opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So that 2x plus 40 plus 2y plus 10 is 180. Please let me check my connection.